Thank you. The final frame.
The decider, whoever wins it, will play Stuart Bingham in tomorrow's final. Best of 19, afternoon and evening.
Well, I'll tell you straight away, Ronnie looks disappointed. There could be a plant there. He looked at it, and Robertson was right round the table quickly. Those two reds, it's not quite lined up, but from the direction the cue ball is coming, that can be made into a plant. Certain of that. Just to the top jaw. It's one of these things, if he's on, he has to play it. This is an awful lot up for grabs here. If it was a dead plant, then he'd already played it by now, but he knows it can be made. It's a two reds are virtually touching, I think. Well, there's not much distance, so we call a squeeze. In other words, he hits the top red, thicker than the potting angle, and that will be a plant. Much thicker though. And the cue ball will career into all the reds. I think it's too good to refuse.
He's got to get it. If he plays it.
Well, decides against it. Ronnie thought it was on. When Ronnie had played his break-off shot, he looked really disappointed to see those two balls lined up.
Robertson wasn't so sure though. If he'd attempted it and missed, he would have scattered the pack. Might not have got another shot.
Well, there's a lot of tension around here in the Ricoh Arena in Coventry, as this match has been of a high quality. Everybody's transfixed. Now, I think there could be a red up into the top right. If he plays it, be on the black. If it's straight enough, that is. It'll be quite close to the black. And he's looking, if the cue ball finishes in there, doesn't get the red, what opportunity does he leave for O'Sullivan? Does he leave a red for him? This could be shot to nothing. No. Worth the risk. I'm not sure what he's looking at. Again, are we talking a plant? Two reds, which are almost set on. And again, they're not, probably this one to the bottom jaw. This time I think he's going to play it. Yeah. What he could have done with doing is trying to get as much topspin as he could muster on that, because going through the pack too much is better than not enough. Didn't quite get through them.
Thank you. New Robertson 1.
Look how these reds are spread. Seems to be almost the same gap in between them all. And, if the chance come, it would be an absolute golden opportunity to win the match for either player. Wow, what a shot. And now, that's a big problem for Neil Robertson, because, as I say, there is no pack to just play off one cushion into. Say he'd be looking at the red up the table there. First thing he's done is looked at the red right up on the bulk cushion. I think that would be his target ball. It's pretty safe about that end. Ronnie didn't quite get far enough in behind the black to stop that opportunity, because I think he can get there.
Ronnie O'Sullivan for...
Ronnie for Neil. I think he thought that maybe it rolled off, and he poked Kayla in the eye with his cue there.
Well, it was the proverbial ball short.
Something happened, didn't it? He didn't like. What a chance for O'Sullivan. Surprised he finished short on the shot. I can't imagine what excuse there could have been for that. I think the red that's up near the black spot is not actually getting in the way if the black is potted. So it might play a part in a few shots.
In any deciding frame, any top player would ask for only one thing, one decent chance. This is it.
Really is.
Ten.
Ronnie taking an interest in playing around the black spot. We know he could probably get up for the blue a number of times and accumulate points that way, but it's not really his style unless he has to. Thinking that maybe this time, see how things develop from here. Wasn't one of his better shots though. It was the only snag, finishing either straight or just off straight.
Well, dead straight's the worst angle he could have, because you can only go straight through or straight back. Forced an angle.
Yeah, two choices there. if he goes through
16.
the gap, then he's on the red down the cushion, or as you saw, a little kiss on the brown's giving him something, but this is not easy to judge. Oh, and he just, that was off the near jaw. He played it slowly enough for the ball to be accepted. And just look at this, this really did nearly stay out.
Three hours of spellbinding entertainment.
What a good shot that was. Played with stun,
20.
it wasn't a natural. Well, he's not keen on the angle he's got on the red though. So he plays the one above it.
23.
Same problem though. Would have much preferred top side of the blue. Now he's got to face this red that's down that bulk cushion, which if he gets right behind it, it shouldn't be a problem. Well, that's a nice angle. Means that the pot isn't got to be forced,
20.
and also that cue ball does come out of bulk and perhaps onto a bulk colour or even higher up the table for the blue. Great camera shot, isn't it, of a
29.
kind of position on the table we very rarely see. Still with more work to do, he knows. One more precise shot from bulk colour to the next red and it could well be curtains. That could just about be the shot. Once again, it's almost the same angle as the last time that he refused this red. I one to the middle instead.
$34.
This time nicely on the blue. Six reds above the one near the black spot are slightly in each other's way, but a couple certainly will go to the right corner here. This time, crucially, you can play on the black.
39. 40.
Just slightly pacey, that one. And, while he should get this black, he's got to give it all his care and attention. Which he does. Well, time running out for Robertson.
47.
Should he ever get back to the table, which seems unlikely the way the balls are.
48.
He's a good pressure player, but Ronnie has pulled out more here. Pegged back from 5-3 to 5-all, and he's responded, Clive, hasn't he?
55. 56.
Great stuff from both. Over the line. Robertson led 3-2.
71.
O'Sullivan played 3 errorless
72.
frames, tactically and potting in taking a 5-3 lead. He also led
79.
34-0 in the next frame. He was heading
80.
for a 6-3 win. He made an unexpected mistake. Robertson won that frame with 80. Another with a total clearance of 125. But
87.
it's O'Sullivan who's got in the decider, and he's going to clinch it with an immaculate century.
Yeah, and a lovely match to watch.
94.
Robertson's played a big part in it. Just the standard of play. It's not all been breaks.
97.
Both players have made centuries. We're going to see the third of the match here, but it's been just a joy, this match.
$106.
O'Sullivan's 6-5 win over Ding Junhui last night was wonderful entertainment.
112.
His 6-5 win over Neil Robertson tonight has been right up with it. So, with a break of 119 in the deciding frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan beats Neil Robertson by 6 frames to 5 and will play Stuart Bingham for the title tomorrow.